The Forgotten International, an organization that every day works at bringing hope to the world's forgotten people. It is in doing that work that we would like to introduce you to some of the people we've seen, people who have so little and suffer so much. Like this family, for example, who lives on the side of a highway in central India and survives on little more than nothing at all. Or this child who lives in a house made of garbage by a polluted river in the city of New Delhi, and on most days joins millions of other children throughout India who forge through garbage for anything that might get them through another day. Or in colder climates, for example in Eastern Europe, where children still grow up in sewers like their parents had done before them. Or where possible, like this family, simply decide to occupy abandoned buildings all over the world. Children, of course, who have nothing or no one often simply decide to beg on our streets. And in some cities are hardly noticed at all. Or in other places, these children can often be found on the side of a road, much like garbage. Yes, the children of the poor can be found all over the world. Sometimes nearly dying, sometimes dead. Sometimes, too, they are blind for simply having a lack of medical care, or abandoned by their parents for simply being blind. Or worse, sold into the sex trade by parents for little more than what we would make in a day in the United States. Attempting to escape from poverty is not easy, particularly for Tibetan refugee youth who often lose their battle to frostbite when attempting to cross the Himalayas for freedom in the dead of winter. Remember, however, of all of the world's poor, most are women and children. And when we help women, we help children, for the two are interdependent, and the truth is that it is the women of the world who nurture all of us. Something else that we have consistently found to be true is that regardless of where we happen to find the children of the poor, they are always so beautiful. Like these children we found in central India, where we stopped to help build 4 new classrooms so they could go to school. Or this child who lives in a boarding house we helped build for the children of beggars. Or these children who live in one of New Delhi's biggest slums and have never seen a doctor, but soon will under a program we're presently establishing. Or this child who lives in Nepal and next year will be starting school because we decided to help. Or these children who live in northern Thailand and now get our help to stay in school so they may never be sold into the sex trade. Yes, all these children are all so beautiful, and yes, all have dreams for a better life, and just need a little help to get to that first run of the economic ladder. Whether they live in the mountains of Nepal or in the village of Dharamsala in northern India, or the highlands of Tibet, or have been found abandoned at an orphanage almost anywhere in the world, they are truly beautiful. And they love to have their pictures taken. And what of some of the work we do? Of course, we work to keep girls in school. We help families with scholarships. We seek the advice of elders. And we fund schools that promise to enroll more than 50% girls. We will help build schools for the disabled and schools for the extreme poor in places like Africa. And give girls the skills they need to find alternatives in life. And simply visit and help children who have no visitors or have no home or have no parents. Yes, we are there if you can't be, with children who have muscular dystrophy, with children who may only have one toy in their whole life, only one set of play clothes, we also work to remind you of their existence and to ask you to help, because but for your help, these children and so many others would go forgotten. Yes, that is the work we do. Thank you for caring.